here I am, my followers, friends and people who every now and then give a look at my YouTube channel, My Paranormal and Mystery TV. Today I decided to shoot this video suggested by a close friend of mine. As you know, in my life I wrote more than 3,000 songs, and I read you some lyrics and also sang some songs for you. But this friend asked me, why did you read some of your songs to your followers, friends, people who can give a look at your YouTube channel, and you haven't still read them, your masterpiece? Stop! First of all, today is a very terrible, hot day, because today is Sunday, the 16th of July 2023, and I can tell you that the weather outside is like a kind of furnace. Absolutely, the air is unbreathable. By now I am in Italy, and I can tell you that the temperatures are not hot, very hot to bear. So this is the reason why I'm hosting this video dressed with the top of a beach costume of mine and these short jeans, because the temperatures are too much hot, irresistible. So I want to make you happy with my macabre glee. I'm kidding. I want to introduce you this song considered by some friends of mine. The lyrics of this song, the title of this song is The Flower of Evil. Of course, as you hear this title, you can't help thinking about Charles Baudelaire masterpiece, the collection of his poems and so on, called The Flowers of Evil. Even if I always say that if I was born in another century, I would have been a romantic, decadentist, poet, writer, and in fact Charles Baudelaire is considered the end of Romanticism and the first hints of decadentism. Of course, I'm influenced by this literature because I'm a fan of all these damn poets like Edgar Allan Poe, Baudelaire, Arthur Rimbaud, and so on. But now I want to tell you that this song of mine has nothing to do with these books, with these poems, literature of the past, even if I could have written in the past, because I consider myself a writer, artist, poet of another century, and I would have been romantic decadentist. And now I want to give you a brief introduction to my song The Flower of Evil and tell you some curiosities. This song has been read by now only by 4 people in my life. The first one was my mother. The second one was my best friend. The third one was one of my classmates at the time. And the fourth was a special person in my life. So, by now, only 4 people, from now and to the future, in theory, all over the world. I'm kidding, of course, but I hope so. And I want to tell you that I wrote this song on June 2001, so I was very young. And it was the end of June 2001, and then I had this inspiration to write down The Flower of Evil. It was, now we are in 2023, so it was about more than 22 years ago. So, a masterpiece. I don't know, you can like it, you can say you don't like it, but of course it's a song very important in my artistic career, because I was very young, and because I received reactions to this from these 4 people. Positive, but for example, my classmate of that time told me, "You wrote too much dark. Oh my God!" Now, I'm ready to read you the lyrics of The Flower of Evil for everybody. I want to make you see that at that time I also did an inspired drawing with lapis, and I make you see. I wrote the lyrics both in Italian and in English. As you may know, people who already know me, or if you are new followers, you must know that almost all my poems, lyrics, songs are thought first of all in English and then in Italian. And then I write down the poem, the song, first in a language and then in the second one. But in this case, some pieces of the song were first in English and other parties were in Italian. So I wrote the Italian version and the English version the same. Now I'm going to read you, of course, the English version, and I make you see this nice inspired drawing I did after writing down this song, and I was very young. It was June 2001. So I start. The flower of evil. The flower of evil blooms in the darkness, but it has no scent. stem has no thorns, but it pricks with a pouring poison leaf. A diabolical flower in the night, the seduction of evil, and the wind destroys my name before your eyes. But you fail to look for it into the dust. And death eats love, but there is no wide heart that gives up. For all the pain that will turn our love in an apparent ocean of blood, for all the trust buried in a dead black wood, you have the courage to enter in it. And the flower of evil grows up, and there is no land that it's not lush. And your love gets sick, and my heart falls down. For all the shining rains with which a dream dries your pain, for all the tears that you will make me cry, you hide in the flower of evil, and the trust falls down. And the flower of evil grows up. It was born, but it will never die. And the flower of evil grows up, and your eyes turn into stone. And the flower of evil grows up, and your heart is sharper than an icy blade. And the flower of evil grows up, and the world collects its seeds. And now here, there's no more place for a lover so lonely. And while I scream your name, the flower of evil cheats you with its changing colors. And love falls into mud, and you fake not to see it. For the 8,000 in which I will love you, for the 8,000 in which my heart will burn, for the 8,000 ways in which the sun will abandon the earth, you fall asleep in the flower of evil, and hate appears, and pride prevails. In the flower of evil, you hear my name. You are looking for something you can't get, and your eyes of stone don't see me, and I fall into hell. And the flower of evil walks among the people, and I plunge in the dark, and my tears fall into frost. And the flower of evil grows up, and you smell its scent. And the flower of evil grows up, and safeness is already far. And the flower of evil grows up, and you touch it with your eyes. And the flower of evil grows up, bringing in the shadows temptation and danger. And the love dies, and the flower replaces. Trust will fall down before the flower withering. And the flower of evil grows up. It was born, but it will never die, and the flower of evil grows up, and your eyes turn into stone, and the flower of evil grows up, and your heart is sharper than an icy blade, and the flower of evil grows up, and the world collects its seeds, and the flower of evil grows inside of you. Thank you so much for having listening to my masterpiece song, but it's an important song of my artistic career. And this song was from 2001, and I tell you, see you soon, because my YouTube channel never goes on holiday. See you very soon. Thank you so much to everybody from the bottom of my heart.